What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Tech and Tactical. I wanted to give you guys a quick look at my two fire kits that I've got here for the spring of 2018. And they both would be for different uses, of course. It really depends kind of on your plans and what you're doing. But this, my primary kit here to the right is, of course, quite a bit bigger. And you've got some some very small pine sticks here. Pretty good amount too. And some of them are very nice and thin. They'll catch really easy. This stuff's really good initial kindling. And then I've got some, some possible tinder, or kind of initial kindling, depending on how you look at it. And I got a good amount of this too. And then I always carry a lighter. I think that it's great to use a fire steel and to know how to use a bow drill and all that. I'm actually going to do I'll do a video on a bow drill. I have never successfully lit a fire with a bow drill before, so I want to get that skill up and running. But it's great to know all that. But in the real world, certainly from a standpoint of if something ever happened, and we had to go out in the get away from the city or whatever, and survive out there, I'm definitely going to want a lighter. I'm also going to want a fire steel. I mean, for longevity purposes, this huge fire steel that'll light me thousands and thousands of fires. Where that lighter might do a few hundred. So the idea is that, and certainly initially when I'm just trying to keep everybody warm or cook our first meal that I finally got or something, we need a lighter. We need to get a fire up and running. But I've also got some matches. I like to carry strike anywhere matches. These are great. I can strike these on my knife, on the handle of my knife. And then you got the UCOs, which are really good. These are actually, I've lit these previously. These things burn forever. I mean, not forever, but they burn the initial, like real hot burning that you would normally just get on the match head tip will run the whole way down. They don't burn forever, but they burn very, very hot. That initial burst. And I do have some paracord on the lighter there. That's always good to have. And then of course I do have cotton balls. I like to light fires with cotton, using cotton balls as the tinder. I actually recently, I broke down and I did some Vaseline soaked cotton balls. So I'm going to give these a try. Such, if you guys know who he is, he's great. Sensible Prepper, I think is his channel. Go check him out. Obviously he's a lot more experienced than I am, but, he's always touting this, Vaseline soaked cotton balls. So, I don't know. We're going to give them a try. I've been successful lighting fires with regular cotton balls, for years. And, I've never, I'm sure there's a situation where you're going to only be able to light a fire if you had Vaseline soaked cotton balls. If it's really, really wet, I mean, I'm sure there's a situation where getting that little extra run time, on that initial cotton ball, is gonna, be the difference between starting a fire and not starting a fire. But just kind of, from so far, I haven't needed it. But we're gonna give it a try. So I've got that, that as well. And then just like the other kit, I do have another lighter wrapped in paracord, just like the other one. And then I have a couple of initial kindling sticks, just like I had in the other one. And again, this is like a pine. This is like a nice soft dry wood. This will catch pretty easily. And then I've got a little fire steel. This is the little Schrade one, that you can get on Amazon. And there's the Baylite big one here. That's like literally a ½ an inch by 6 inches, I think. It's really, really huge. So these are the two fire kits, spring of 2018. And, the one on the left, I'm going to use for like backpacking, like an emergency kit, etc. I think I would alter it slightly for backpacking. I'm going to put more cotton balls in there, of course. And, I might put some of this in it as well. But for right now, that's just kind of like a small, like that's like the size of an Altoids tin, basically. And then this bigger one is where what I currently basically use. So every time we go out in the woods and light a fire, this is the kit that I'm using right now. And it changes. I mean, this thing, does evolve. It changes over time. So, but this is just what I'm currently using. So thanks again for coming back. Please like and subscribe.